Hello, welcome to the two Latch webinars. Today we'll take a detailed look at how to design and create authorization flows to protect the digital service. As you know, Latch is a platform designed to help companies implement authorization control architectures in their digital services and, therefore, in each of the functions they include. Integrating through Latch allows users to block and temporarily secure access and critical operations, providing an advanced layer of security to prevent unauthorized access. When we talk about authorization controls applied to service security, we refer to mechanisms designed to ensure that only authorized people can perform certain functions within the digital service, such as, for example, accessing sensitive data or performing critical operations like transfers. From the company's perspective, Latch provides an environment where an operator or a service administrator can operate easily and flexibly. The administrator can create and configure authorization flows to protect the functions, assigning specific responsibilities to each of them. In this way, Latch offers the ability to design customizable authorization flows. Let's take a detailed look at all the steps we need to follow. First of all, the online service must have already integrated Latch. To do this, it is necessary to register as a developer at latch.to.com. Register the service in the developer area and configure the service options you want to protect. In this case, let's take Wirebank as an example. It simulates an online banking service where the developer has already configured the functions they want to protect, such as login, transfers, personal data, and operations. Once we have the service integrated with Latch, the service's customers will use the Latch application to pair the service and secure access whenever they wish. As I mentioned earlier, Latch also offers a new environment called Latch Support Tool to operate the service. In this case, it allows us to manage customer inquiries and monitor them remotely. And on the other hand, it allows us to create and configure different authorization flows. In this case, there are two examples created, each associated with one of the Wirebank services functions. In this case, to operations, and the second to the profile or personal data. Let's review each field. Creating an authorization flow is very simple. You just need to name the flow, select the operation or function you want to protect. In this case, personal data. The editing of personal data. Add the people you want to authorize the operation. They can be one or several supervisors. And finally, it allows us to configure whether authorization requires all users or just one. In other words, the person selected here is the one who has the authorization to allow other users to edit or not edit the profile. We save the changes, and let's check in the Latch application. The supervisor has secured personal data, and in this case, if we go to the application itself, if a user goes to the personal area and tries to edit the profile, they will be notified that the function or operation is locked. The supervisor has not authorized users to access here. In summary, in this webinar, we've explored what authorization flows are and how to create them and the value they bring to the company. Additionally, we emphasized that Latch allows us to design customizable control flows to protect all those critical service functions. If you'd like to explore other use cases, I invite you to watch the previous webinar on Wirebank, where we simulated a control flow of authorizations applied to that specific service in more detail. Thank you for joining us in this webinar. See you next week.